We all need good strategies that lead to positive, productive relationships with the people in our lives.
And since we cannot be with your kids in our clubs right now,
we developed this video series to share our favorite youth development tips and tricks with you.
Normally, the Boys and Girls Club, we walk alongside each and every one of your kids as youth development professionals.
But in this new season, we are excited to walk alongside parents and caregivers
who are not only mom and dad,
auntie, uncle,
grandma, grandpa,
but who are also teacher,
mentor,
disciplinarian,
cheerleader,
advocate,
and champion. Good conversation with your kids starts with asking good questions. We've all heard one-word answers kids give to our questions, and we often give up assuming our kids don't want to talk to us. But maybe we need to get better at asking good questions. We are not always good at asking questions that are relevant to our kids. We're much better at asking questions that are relevant to us. Here's the key. Good questions that lead to good conversation are relevant to your kids, not to you. Good conversations lead to good relationships, and good relationships are the goal. Relevant questions will engage your children. Not sure if your question is relevant? Pay attention to your kids' body language. How did they respond physically? If they didn't move at all, it's unlikely they're engaged. It's more likely they're asleep. Stuck? See if you can find a middle ground with your child. When you don't know what to ask, they may help you out. Ask a question like, what is something you would like for me to ask you right now? Sometimes kids want to talk about what's on their mind, but they often believe that we only want to hear the things we care about, so they don't say anything. Asking relevant questions doesn't mean you're only ever talking about TikTok, sneakers, or the latest YouTube videos. Relevant questions mean that you're tapping into the things your kids care about, which means you're paying attention to the things they are talking about. This may mean you're talking about things you don't care about at all, but that's okay. The goal is meaningful connection and conversation with your kids. We're going to act out a scenario between a parent and a child. This might sound familiar. Watch what happens to the child when the parent fails to ask relevant questions.
So, what did you do during school today?
Sam and I collected signatures at lunch to get the principal to let us eat during class.
So, but what did you actually do during school?
Almost everyone signed it, including 3 teachers.
No, like, did you have any tests or anything like that?
I don't know.
If you don't know, who knows?
I don't know.
All right, so what do you want to do this weekend?
Hang out with friends, or maybe we can go somewhere cool.
See, that type of excitement you need to use towards your schoolwork. You know your grades are really slipping.
Okay.
All right, now we're getting somewhere. What do you want to do now?
I don't know.
You don't know, schoolwork.
I guess so.
All right, get it out and let's get to work.
Watching this from a distance makes the lack of relevant questions extremely obvious. But as adults, we do this all of the time. Eli was extremely excited to talk about the petition he started with his friends. His passion, leadership, and belief in his ability to create change in the world were diffused when Tiana only cared about tests and homework. Imagine how this conversation might have gone if Tiana had asked questions like, why is it important that you were able to eat in class? Or, why do you think petitions are a good tool to create change? Remember, the goal is meaningful connections and conversations with your kids. You've got a lot of time together right now, and while you may not understand their math homework, you can use this time to build your relationship. Here's your challenge. Come up with a list of 3 questions you think will be relevant to your child or children. Pay attention to how they respond to you. Watch their body language, their facial expressions, and how much or little they engage with you. Even if your kid is tired, the right question will make them light up. Let us know how it goes and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can catch the next club challenge.